We're gonna call it to order at 6:57.
Okey dokey, let her rip.
Okay. I'll start with the vendors. Right now, we have 102 vendors. We're up around Pleasant Street.
Can you answer, do you have the vendor list?
I have a vendor list.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you have it?
not to give to you.
No, but can you check one for me?
Sure.
Dylan Marquis.
Who?
Dylan Marquis from United Home Experts. That was from Tid. He said they sent a check for the vendor space, dropping off an application today.
I have not checked the mailbox. If they have not given us a check in hand as of yesterday, they're not on this list.
So they sent the check.
Hmm?
He sent a check for a vendor space and dropping off the application, so.
When?
That was at 1:30.
Today?
Yeah.
He's not on the list. Yeah.
But he,
If he
Will
dropped
you
it
let
off today, he's not on the list yet.
how will I let him
haven't had
know?
that.
How will I let him know? Do you want to let me know if you get it?
Yeah.
And then I'll let him know?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because if, I didn't add anybody today. So if he dropped it off today, I didn't see it yet. Okay, so we're pending on two more too that we haven't, we've received applications, but no check yet. So they're not added yet either. One of them is Andrew Lumrovitz. And Heather Solera. Okay, so that's vendors. So far, all of the street is working to plan. All the signs have been out, you've seen them all closing Main Street. Parking, we have all the existing parking lots, we have our handicap parking taken care of. And we did get a quote from Whittier's Farm on the hayride. They wanted $1,200.
Yeah.
So Mary had a brainstorm, and she said, how about Knight's Limousine?
Okay.
Okay, so we reached out to them. They said, hey, wait a minute, they got minibuses, a minibus, Knight's Limousine would be stupid. So they did give us a price of $125 per hour. Okay, that also includes the gratuity for the driver though. But that only comes out to $780 for 9 to 4. That's less than the hayride.
Did the senior center thing fall through?
Hmm?
Did the senior center thing fall through?
The van's not registered.
No.
Yeah.
Technicality.
Town streets. So,
What's the quote?
what?
What's the quote?
It was 125,
Per hour?
125 times 7, which is 875. The advantages of that, though, is it's a shuttle bus as opposed to a hayride. 15 passenger. They could go to other parking areas where the hayride couldn't, right?
And have you guys been watching the weather? Just
Yep.
throwing it out there? Okay.
We're gonna talk about that in a minute.
Alright.
Well, I think so it could go one of two ways on this here. One thought is, if it rains, we're gonna have lower attendance. And to put out that kind of money with attendance low, I'm not in love with. Right, the expenditure.
Hmm?
On the flip side, if it's raining, people may appreciate not having to walk back to their cars in the rain, or from their cars in the rain. But I'm sort of leaning towards being a little bit more fiscally conservative if we're looking at a rained event.
Right. It's gonna take a hit.
Yeah.
I guess Chris Watson's in the wrong meeting room.
Oh,
She says, "Hi, do we have a meeting now? I'm here, but people are in that room."
So she's out here.
Anyway,
right? You think we should be a little bit more conservative with
I think so.
output, financial output?
I think that, I think that we should forego the shuttle. Because if it's low attendance, then parking's not gonna be an issue. They'll park closer.
Yep.
I don't think the plus of them, you know, having to walk back to their car in the rain isn't not gonna be much of a benefit.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So I don't think that's an issue. All right. So that's it.
Are we all in agreement, a shuttle?
Did you see it, find her?
Nope.
She's typing me something here.
Nope.
Okay.
We're gonna pass on the shuttle,
Yeah.
given the weather and the
Yeah.
expenditure.
Low attendance means they're probably not gonna have many parking problems.
Right.
All right. Entertainment all set?
Yeah, but we need to talk about
Okay.
things. What are we cutting? What are we cutting given inclement weather?
Nothing.
Parade?
Parade.
Puppets? No puppets? No
No,
parade?
no puppets in the rain.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so we cut the parade. What about the?
Oh, hang on a minute. I can't believe that she doesn't remember where we were last time.
Did you check that? Room?
I did.
She was out.
Well, I didn't stick my head fully in, but I didn't see her like standing in the area.
I don't know what she looks like.
Chris, we always meet in this room.
I've been here once, Tony. Last time, she told me we were in there, but we'd wait for that meeting to end.
Yeah, that was
So I,
Oh, yeah, that was the selectmen's meeting though.
yeah. Also, it's my second time coming here, so thank you.
She gets a pass.
So,
And that's not true. Sometimes we meet in the
In the,
lunchroom.
well, in the kitchen's pretty rare, but
Okay, so what's the threshold for cutting the larger than life parade? Some rain, any rain, no rain?
no, if it's misty, that's good. But if there's drops, you can't do it.
Okay, so I mean, at some point I'll have to let that. Skylar's gonna have to communicate with, 7 or 8 kids. And they're an hour out, they're an hour away, so we'll have to make a call probably in the morning. A cutoff time.
I did do like an AccuWeather check and stuff like that, and it does not sound all that good.
So-
Like, later in the day, it's supposed to be worse.
So they're not gonna like come anyway.
I don't foresee them coming if if they don't have the parade, I wouldn't see them coming.
Why? It's an event.
Yeah, but. Yeah. Your threshold for being outside in that weather is different than theirs. You've got some skin in this game, they don't.
I get the what?
You have skin in the game. So anyway, we'll have to make a call, I'll have to make a call in the morning then and let them know
Yeah.
if we're gonna do it or not. I'll have to reach out to the high school, because for some reason, I'm thinking that the choir doesn't like to be on the risers in inclement weather, is that true?
I've never heard them
No?
say that before.
Okay. That's, for some reason, I was thinking they don't like to be on the risers in the weather.
That's possible, but I've never heard that before.
Okay,
So,
and then the marching band would be the other one too,
yeah.
at the end of the day. Yeah, anyway, so, yeah, we may wind up making some, I may have to make some day of entertainment shifts. It's raining.
Yeah.
But it's just how it's gonna
Yeah,
go.
that's what we've made accommodation before if it's raining, under
Yeah.
different things. We have a 20 by 40 tent that's being set up in the beer garden. It's huge. I cleared up the whole side of that Jenks store. And all that brush and stuff is all taken out. And it's big. Low-hanging tree limbs are gone. So
Great.
we had a lot of space there.
Dance Sensation is the other one too. I don't know if Amy wants her girls dancing on the street if it's wet, rainy. Can be slick. So,
We've had sprinkles and rain in the morning, and then it stops in an hour. So
I don't know if this is gonna be that.
I love your optimism.
it's not even going to rain on Saturday. It's going to move out. Okay?
Fingers crossed, but, and then I can't ever recall an event where we've had thunder or lightning. What do we do in the,
Oh, my thing doesn't say thunder and lightning.
I haven't heard that. I've just heard,
Thunderstorms? Okay.
I've heard
We're in the
15,
clear?
up to 15-mile-an-hour winds. That's what I've heard with
Gusty.
rain.
15's pretty gusty.
So we've had predictions of bad weather before. So
There is a hurricane thing that's.
it's only Tuesday. Things can change.
Good.
Yeah.
Appreciate your optimism.
4 days ago, Saturday was nice and
It'll
Sunday was
burn
rain.
It'll burn itself out before Saturday comes.
Do a little rain dance. There you go, away.
It's been what, 7 or 8 years since we've had a real good rainy event.
A real good rain or a real good...
Rainy event.
No. No, we had rain last year almost half the day.
No. Yeah, but then it cleared out and it was beautiful.
But it was
At
almost
noon,
half the
right
day.
before we went on, it
Yeah.
cleared out.
Perfect.
And then the year before that, we had rain, 2 hours into the day. Yeah. So we're used to it.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about we had that event, what, 7 or 8, 9 years ago? Where it poured.
It poured.
Poured.
And we still had 1,500 people here.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so that's entertainment, I guess. There's gonna be a lot of day of,
a lot of day of,
yeah.
So our stage isn't covered? the
It's
one
covered.
We're playing on?
It's covered.
So like, that would probably be a no-go if we've got rain later in the day.
No, it's covered.
It's covered?
Yep.
Okay. We're not gonna get electrocuted?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Depends on the wind direction.
all of our stages are covered. They had covers on them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like rubber shoes.
Okay. All right.
So,
Do you know where, the band playing the beer garden,
mhm.
they unload behind the main stage
Okay.
and then park anywhere? Is that-
Where have they been parked?
I don't know, Keith's always handled it.
Well, he never told me anything.
Okay. And then the main stage band's parked behind the stage, yeah.
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 Typically, that's where they park and then they just kind of walk up. It's not that far.
Is there a
Just around the
closer
corner.
area to park near our stage?
You can park directly behind the stage.
Okay.
Yeah, between the police barricade, the police detail, and the stage is 100 feet,
Okay, great.
50 feet, something like that. There's plenty of room back there to unload and park.
Okay.
I'm gonna send that, I'm working on the email, but I wanted to confirm.
So what time do you go on?
3.
3? Okay, so can I have you in the morning to help with vendors?
Yeah, so you have me on the schedule, 2 shifts, right?
Yeah, yep.
Doing cash wheel.
Looking for that right now. Yeah, I had you on the cash cube, 8:30 to 10:30 and 10:30 to 12:30.
Okay. That's fine for me. And when are you gonna assign the
I
scouts?
only need you at the beginning, like from 7 to 8, or 7 to 8:30, so.
Okay, so you want me there at 7, and then I'll have 2 shifts, and then I'm gonna go home and get ready and come back for 3.
All right,
Okay, Brent, let's just move him to 10:30, 12:30, because that's gonna be, challenging with the kids and figuring that out.
Okay.
And when you schedule the boys for their 2 shifts at Scouts, can you please do 8:30 to 10:30 and 10:30 to 12:30? Or whatever you have them doing.
okay, so 8:30 to,
They can do 2, I know you usually get the Scouts to do 2 shifts each,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. So if that's the case and they're needed for 2 shifts, if you could do it at the same time that I'm doing mine,
Yeah.
that would be helpful for logistics and
sure.
stuff. They have to be relieved though at 12:30. I know in the past at the bouncy houses,
Yeah.
they're waiting there for an hour sometimes till someone comes and covers them, so we gotta make sure whoever's coming at 12:30 is right on time, because they're gonna have to leave with time. And then come back.
Okay. We'll figure it out.
Did you get those other volunteers from Mrs. Tamilio?
So she and I have had good communication up until Friday, and then Friday she didn't respond, and then I reached out yesterday and I still haven't heard back from her, so I'll ping her again tomorrow. She said she's got like 8 to 10 kids that are interested, just wanted to know kind of what they'd be doing. Let her know what they'd be doing,
Great.
and then I asked her if there was any other, kids that were, interested as well, so.
That's great, I'm glad
I
that's.
kind of have them assigned, that they're the ones in yellow.
Okay.
But I just need her to confirm, and she said she'd be the point person to kind of just let them know what's happening, so.
Cool.
That could be really good.
Yeah, I reached
Thank
out
you.
to all of the schools and I didn't get back except for that, so I think they're probably assigned to other tasks that day. I don't know, for the boosters maybe.
Okay.
You just got another like that from Christina. Bobby.
Yep, yeah, I've already seen that. Yep.
She just responded to your note.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, you saw it? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, she said she's available earlier if needed to. Yep. What does rain do to the bouncies?
It makes them wet.
It makes everyone's socks wet.
Now,
Yeah,
let me
Parents miserable.
actually, let me talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay, it makes them wet. That's what it does. Okay, we had a time here when bouncies got wet, and the kids went in them, and the kids came out, and they were soaked when they came out, laughing and giggling, and they said, "We want them wet all the time." Okay?
Right.
I'm folding, I can help.
So, there you go.
Kind of like at scout camp when you get hit with a major downpour and everybody just like enjoys it and you're like, all right.
No liability at all for the sliding.
It's not. It's, how are we doing this? Half and then,
Half, and then half again.
if it's,
So, yes, they get wet.
Okay. But
They do-
the company
they-
providing them isn't like, oh, nope, it's a liability. We're not showing up.
The company what?
That provides them,
Yep.
they don't say it's like a liability.
Nope.
And, okay.
Nope.
why don't? should
Some
we-
of them, the bounties run wet. Some of them, they add a hose to add them, make them wet.
Do you want to leave the basketball at home for this year?
No.
Okay.
I was gonna ask about that.
You're not worried about it in the rain?
Nope.
Okay.
Number one is that you're the only one, you guys are telling me it's gonna rain. It's not gonna rain. I'm telling you, it's not gonna rain.
I think we need to do a side wager on this one.
The man can feel it in his bones.
So when you wake up Thursday morning, because it's only Tuesday, and you look at your weather thing and you see a little sun on Saturday, you're gonna say, Tony was right.
I
What
I
the
hope
Powerball number's
so.
gonna be quick. That insight, I wanna know.
Totally unrelated. Do you want me to get donuts and bagels and
Yes.
coffee
Yeah,
from Jumbo?
yep. It goes out at the admin table for the
Volunteers, whatever.
Okay. How are we doing on volunteers?
Volunteers are doing pretty good. The morning, it looks like I'm pretty much all booked up. It's the,
Well, except for, because I'm gonna fill in tomorrow at Boy Scouts, I'm gonna fill in the two things that said, that were filled out by Boy Scouts for the volunteers, right?
right.
Yeah.
Well, that, yeah, I didn't even touch that. I just assumed
Yeah.
that that was all
Yeah.
set. Yeah, I mean, mornings, everything that was on that volunteer staff thing is filled up. And I've got 3/4 of the afternoon. There's a big group of 8 to 10 or possibly more 8th graders that might be able to help with like a lot of the bouncies, the big slide, the obstacle course, and maybe the trike races. But I'm just waiting to hear back from the teacher that's taking point on that. And then just have some filler spots, so not too bad. I've got probably about 4 or 5 people outside of our group to help with the stage for the setup.
Good.
I've got about the equivalent for the dismantle of the stages and anything else that we need at the end of the day.
Good.
So, I mean, I'm feeling pretty good about it, and there's still a few more volunteers that are trickling in now that I'm able to kind of see who they are and reach out to them, so.
So how are we set for Friday?
For Friday, I get the day off.
So do I. So it's you and me, Don Marchand.
Okay.
We got Don Marchand.
Yeah, all those volunteers that we have lined up are for Saturday. So I'm gonna remind everybody, Thursday or Friday, it's rain or shine. So if
Yeah.
you agreed to volunteer, please still show up and bring a poncho. Well, not a poncho, because it's not gonna rain.
We're gonna have to bring sunglasses.
Right, sunglasses. SPF,
Sunscreen.
SPF 50.
We're gonna have to bring sunglasses and bug spray.
So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy from where we are. Just some afternoon slots to kind of fill and go from there. I think the only other one I want to address is, so the ticket booth.
Yep.
Like I have, you know, obviously that's someone that is going to be dealing with cash, so we need a
Yeah.
trusted person. I have somebody from 8:30 to 12:30 on that. I don't have anybody yet from 12:30 to 4.
Anybody at all?
No. Yeah, I mean, there's, you know, some volunteers that I've never met before. I don't know who they are, and I don't know if they're,
Did Christina give you a time?
I asked if she's available in the afternoon.
Because she would do the ticket booth.
Okay.
That'd be fine.
Okay.
She's trustworthy.
I reached out to her, just asked if she's available in the afternoon. If so, that would be awesome. So yeah, maybe if they get to a point where I'm like, I still, if Christina can't do the afternoon or whatever, maybe I'll ask you, here's a couple of people. Do we know any of these people? And can one of them be, in that position? So yeah, I think outside of that, we're looking good. Now, what happens if, I remind people that rain or shine, and they still don't show.
Oh,
And they don't get paid.
things,
Right.
things get complicated then. Oh, we figured out. Yeah. But it does make it difficult. That's when we really scramble, when, you know, if people volunteer, they really should commit.
Right.
Because it makes it double the work. Then what happens is somebody that volunteered to work his 2 hours ends up, he ends up staying another hour or something,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these are first for me, but obviously not first for everybody else here, so I'm just trying to familiarize myself with, okay,
Yeah,
What
yeah,
happens if-
and we're grateful for that. We're grateful for somebody, to step up. But that's what happens is that, somebody behind them doesn't come, and then they end up doing it for the entire day, and they say, oh,
Right.
I ain't doing that again.
Right.
For
the most part.
We're also in a little bit of a different situation this year because we don't have Mary, we don't have Mary's brother, right, who's done the ticket booth. What, he runs it all day except for an hour? Typically?
What was that?
Mary's brother
Yeah,
typically runs it
he
all
used to run the
day.
ticket booth, he'd be in the ticket booth all day.
So it is, there's a little bit of new ground for us.
Yeah. With friends and family, I'm trying to get them, and most of them have agreed to do like 4-hour stints.
That's cool.
People that, are volunteering through Facebook,
Yep.
and then some of the kids, I can't get an 8th grader to do a 4-hour stint, but, 2 hours would be good. So I'm trying to maximize the ones that I can, and, the day of, if we have to, come up with another plan for some others, then so be it.
It really does have to, people really do have to, commit and volunteer. It's the only way this event's gonna survive. Because, a lot of them grew up in this town with Octoberfest.
Right.
But if they don't step up and help work it, it's not gonna last. Can't keep doing it every year and burning, the people out that volunteer and,
Right, and at the end of the day, they have to feel as though they made a difference by volunteering, because that will make them want to come back next year. If they didn't enjoy the experience and, for whatever reason,
that's right.
then we're losing those opportunities.
Yep.
And words gets fast.
If you get a lot of people to do it, it makes it go by really fast. Yeah, and your shift is done fast. Everybody, if you came in and you volunteered 2 hours, then you can enjoy the rest of the day,
Yeah.
As long as the person that volunteered the 2 hours behind you showed up,
Right.
Yeah.
So on Friday morning, what time do we start?
I usually start somewhere around 8 o'clock.
Okay. Just meet on the common? Meet on the common?
Yeah. On the big lawn.
Coffee in hand?
Coffee in hand.
Okay.
You don't show up on Friday, do you?
1 year.
Huh?
1 year.
1 year.
Never again!
I burned him out on Friday. He won't show up on Friday anymore. He says it's bad enough he has to do that on Saturday.
That's right.
I'm gonna do it 2 days.
I'm gonna need a raise.
Like running 2-a-days.
Just want to be cleaned up before dark.
I think last year we crushed it with cleanup.
Last year went quick, right?
I don't see why we can't do it again,
The
yeah.
year before.
Especially with now with the two storage units, we had to do a lot of,
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get my brother's trailer, so I have your trailer and my trailer.
Yeah.
Two trailers, goes fast. Do we have good volunteers in the afternoon on Saturday?
what do I have?
A good number of volunteers.
Yeah, we've got some younger bodies.
Great. My wife is gonna try to, probably depending on weather, but if the weather's fine, I suspect she'll come out and let the kids just play on the lawn and can
Yeah.
help too.
I've got 5 younger bodies for tear down.
Younger,
Younger as in like in their 20s.
great, perfect.
And then I think the tear down is a little bit easier because you have people that are still around and wanting to help. I think
Yeah.
the move in the morning is a little bit tougher. That's just my thought.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a coordinated effort in the afternoon with, we've done really well with having kind of stations, right?
Yeah.
Have a couple people camped out at the units and can pack them up and put stuff away, get a team of people delivering stuff. And it goes fast.
Well, what'll happen is that now, when at 4 o'clock, when we just start, you're gonna have to make sure we pack up all the electronics
Yes, into the boxes.
for all the stages.
Yep.
Yep. And then you're gonna attack the soda booth,
Okay.
all right?
Yep.
And then I'm gonna shut down the beer garden.
Okay.
That's the first 3 things that happen,
Okay.
okay, at 4 o'clock.
That's a good plan.
Then we take down, after that, we take down the stages.
Okay.
And then we can start moving, take stuff around with the trailers. Now, the stages keep people the vendors from getting out. So we have to get the stages out of the way, right?
Yep. Do you have a cordless drill?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll bring in
We
Friday and
got 2
Saturday.
of them that belong to Octoberfest in a kit,
Okay.
remember?
Yep.
Yeah.
Helps to just have,
Grab more, but sure we
Oh, we don't need those.
Flopping all over. These are all printed out. Taking the paper.
That kid Ben from Franklin.
yep.
How was he reaching out to me? I haven't heard from him.
Yeah, I talked to him today in class. Did you email Steve? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it today.
Okay.
Brad.
Brad, not Ben? Okay.
Bradford. Yeah, so we'll see.
Not Benford?
Bradford. Last one. Oh, there's more. Jewelry.
Yeah, 7 on the teardown crew. Okay.
Okay, so what else? Let me get my list here. It's longer off track.
What'd you guys end up doing on the food? You have
Oh.
needs on food?
Before we jump into that, I have one quick question. So, like the high school kids or the junior high kids and stuff, like people that need are like doing their
Community
volunteer
service?
time.
Yep.
How does that get, like, do I sign something?
When, you know, they do community service,
Yeah.
like say they work 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, yes, they should have a form that comes,
Okay.
and you write down, you know, Douglas Octoberfest, you write down the amount of hours that they did, and you sign it.
Okay.
I have the form at home. I can email it to you so that you have an electronic copy if you want.
If anybody gets their phone?
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Yeah.
so if that's easier for you than pulling out a pen and then saying. Sorry.
True.
It's just-
It's not gonna rain.
It's not gonna rain.
So we officially got another sponsor check. for
Yep.
The, sponsoring the train. Douglas LaFrance Equipment Services.
Nice.
Hey-o.
Awesome.
Now, he didn't ask for any, like, tax donation thing, but is that an option if anybody were to ask, like, in the future or anything?
Sure, why not? But
Okay.
okay.
All right, so you asked about the food vendors, right?
Yeah, I was just curious. I know you
Yeah.
guys were looking last time I was here. There's someone else, right?
Did we make out okay
We're
with
done.
food vendors?
Nope. Hand them over. I'm really good at folding.
Okay, so, what was my list? I had a whole list of things to talk about, and I buried it.
I should write Honey Badger into the schedule.
The basketball thing,
Yep.
I was thinking of putting it in the beer garden.
Okay.
Huh?
Great, sounds good.
You don't really have a price for it, you don't really have somebody to run it.
Oh, are you gonna charge tickets or no?
Nope,
Just have it, just let it be there?
just have them play it,
Okay, that works.
right? What do you think about that?
The basketball in the beer garden?
Yep.
Love it.
Just let them play it, free.
Yeah.
Charge next year.
So.
Maybe put something out for donations, in case they want a donation.
So I actually had people signed up for that, so I
Oh,
can
you do?
relocate them.
No,
Well, no, because I think they're minors.
Huh?
I think they're minors.
No, well,
What's the problem?
if you
Gotta start
had,
somewhere.
if you had somebody signed up to run it,
Yeah, I had some Sutton high school students.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just kids.
Yeah.
so didn't have any prizes for it.
We weren't gonna do prizes. We were just gonna charge tickets. It's just
Oh.
a game.
Yeah, I had a question mark next to the tickets because all these other ones said how many tickets, but the basketball didn't have anything, so I just had a
Yeah,
question
it
mark.
would be 3.
Okay.
Yeah, we said it's just like the trikes.
Yeah.
You just get to play it, do the activity, bragging rights,
Oh,
whatever.
all right, okay, we'll do that. We'll put it on along with tickets.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay, so yeah.
And then maybe in the afternoon,
If you get
when it's
people to
not
run it,
raining,
that
we'll
works.
move it over to the to the beer garden.
If you have people to run it, that works.
Yeah, at least half the day I do.
Beer garden. Like, we have a big tent going in there. I'm still gonna set up the, we have this little canopy. Well, it's not a little canopy, it's like a double easy up that we used to put in the beer garden. I'm gonna put that up for the band,
Great.
all right? So that,
A tent in a tent?
it'll be a tent, well, a tent outside of the, adjacent to the tent.
Got it.
So they'll be in their own
Okay.
tent. It's bigger, so, because one of the bands you put in has got like 4 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
So, yeah. So I'm gonna use it for that. And then, we had to prepay
Yep. For the beer.
for the beer, and then we'll take back anything that we don't open. So as long as we don't unseal a keg, we can send it back.
That's great.
There. So, we're all set with that. How are we on the soda thing?
Everything's labeled and marked, and the additional syrups you
I
have,
have
the
all the-
additional
all right.
pumpers you have.
All of that, yes, I have the pumps, I have cups, lids, straws. I have, all of the syrup flavors. I have the hose, the garden hose. It's a drinking water hose.
Yeah.
And all of that is gonna go in the basement of the library on Friday night.
Okay. I'll bring my stuff Friday morning and have it in my truck, the stuff that we left at my house,
Oh,
and then we'll keep it all together.
can I store prizes there too?
Yeah, I think so. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. That way you won't have to deal with them in the morning.
Yeah, last year I stored them at Keith's house and then threw them on the trailer. But if I can bring them to the library and get them there,
Yeah.
it's still gonna take me a few trips. Maybe, how late are you working on Friday? Downtown?
So, well, I'm usually there quite late because I have, not only do I have things being delivered. I have like the beer gardens delivering.
Yeah.
And then I have the porta potties delivering, and then, you know,
I'll have my truck with me.
and
yeah.
then, but then I also have,
You gotta pick up.
Yeah.
I also have some of the vendors coming in. Like I have some of
Yeah.
the trailers and stuff that get put on Depot Street.
Maybe I can steal Steve for 30 minutes to bring his truck to my house and we'll load up the truck in my car with prizes and bring it to the library.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay.
I know where you live.
How late's the library open on Friday?
I get a key.
Oh, great, okay. You sure you know where it is? You know where the
Library?
key is? Yeah, you know the key.
I know where the key is,
You
but I
do?
just don't know where the library is.
You know where the key is? Is it with your van key?
Huh?
Is it with your van keys?
It's right on my key ring.
Recall this conversation.
I actually drove that van today.
I see, I parked right next to you. You found the keys okay?
Did you find those rods?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
How do we go about the ice for Saturday for the soda
okay.
thing? Do we-
The guy that I have doing the train,
Yeah.
the barrel train, his first job is to deliver ice. He delivers ice to the beer garden, and then we spread it out from there.
Okay.
So he goes and gets the ice for us.
And the soda.
Get a nice, he's got a
And
truck
the soda
that comes back with, 20-pound bags of ice,
And the soda jerk.
Actually, it goes beer garden and the soda jerk, and actually a couple of coolers, because we spread some coolers around with water bottles in them for the stage acts and the police escorts at the barricade. So,
Are you gonna have a little table for me in front of the main stage?
in front of the main stage,
Yeah, to sell wares for the bands if they wanna sell wares.
we order extra tables, so, if there's an extra table, you can take.
Yeah, you file it away somewhere. File it away somewhere up here as you're doing tables to throw in front of the main stage. A small table.
Do we get a commission?
No.
And they can't sell this.
Yes, they can. It says in the contract they can.
It doesn't say it in the contract.
All in
I think
favor?
it does.
Huh?
I think it does.
It doesn't say that they can sell their wares in the contract. I wrote it, so I know it doesn't say that.
Well, I'm letting them sell their wares, so we can set up a table and they can sell their wares.
Okay, I'm taking a commission.
I made an executive decision.
Every time they sell a t-shirt, it's coming off the
Yeah,
top of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Tony
Yeah.
Soprano over here.
Yeah. The big.
I get a cut. You get cut. Okay. Do we have anything else?
No. Time to go home.
Food, what are we having for food that day?
Haven't thought it up yet.
All the,
It'll be interesting.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah,
Have you said
More pulled
thought it
pork?
or
What
thought
happened to
it?
the pulled pork? That was amazing.
it was amazing.
What happened to those lovely ladies that made?
We do have a food vendor that's bringing, that's doing pulled pork.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, where will they be parked?
Not the same one, but
I'd like to know where I might find them that day. Is it a mystery? Are they parking in the same place as last time?
yeah, he's gonna be in the same place that the barbecue guy was last time, but it's not the same guy.
I'm sure it'll be just fine.
Thank you. Did you get my new check amount? I sent you a new check amount. Did you write checks yet?
Yes, I did not write checks. I held back because I knew you were gonna change it.
Only one.
Doesn't matter, one change is enough to screw everything up.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just the one change.
Yeah.
They're gonna play a double set, Newport Ave. They're gonna play double set in the morning, so that way that stage is full all day.
Anything else? Nothing?
Fastest meeting ever.
All right, well,
Oh. Number 13, merchandise. The performance group may, at its option, sell promotional material at the performance, retaining all proceeds associated therewith.
minus my commission.
That is not in the contract. Not
Henceforth.
in the contract.
It's gonna be in the next time. Wait till you see next year's
Pulled pork
contract.
sandwiches on the side.
Wait till you see next year's contract.
Yeah, I'll strike it out before I post it. All right, we done? We good?
I think we're done.
Thank you to our helpers for